What's going on, guys? Yella here. Today we are going to do our first weekly overview. I'm going to do a weekly overview every single Monday where I'm going to talk about the markets for the upcoming week, and every Wednesday or Thursday I will be doing a second overview of what happened in the market and what's still going on. All right, so keep an eye on for our eye out for that, and please make sure to put on the notifications and subscribe for more content. Okay, for now, I'm going to start with the DXY. DXY is a dollar currency index, and what is this? It's really just the strength of the dollar, of the US dollar. All right. So as we can see, the US dollar has been in a downtrend, in a move to the downside for the couple of weeks. For 2-3 weeks, we're in a downtrend and we're still losing ground on the US dollar. Um, what influenced the markets a lot, as you can see in the markets in just a second. But I just want to show you guys this because it's really important to make sure to look at the DXY every single day, maybe, or at least at the beginning of the week, so you can see how strong the pair is. All right. So next one we're going to look at is gold. Gold is a very fast moving pair. Um, but if you know what gold is about, you can really catch a lot of money. All right. So as we see in gold in the beginning of June, it started to consolidate, and then we had a move to the downside to start our downtrend. All right. So we saw that we had a new low here, and now we are pushing it back to the upside. As you can see, we just reached our trend line, and it looks like we are going to break it to the upside, right? So what do I expect here is very simple. If we break to the upside, I want to see this. I want to see a break of this trend line, retest, and then a move to the upside. That's what I really want to see. If we can't really break this trend line, or just break it like with like 5 pips, and we go back to the downside, we will probably make a new low, and then we will go back to the upside for a new pullback, uh, and then maybe we could go to the upside later on. All right. But if you can see, if you go with equal moves to the downside, we would see this. So if we reject this one, we should probably go to around 60.45. If we push to the upside, equal moves to the upside, this will be this one, like this. So I would say retest this, then equal move. We should be around this zone, and that would be around 1730. All right. So that are my two options for now, but we need to wait what the market's gonna be doing. For now, I am bullish, so I think we would probably see a breakout to the upside. Then the next one is US oil. US oil is very simple actually. US oil has been in a move to the upside after the crash a couple of months ago with the coronavirus. Now we see a correction to the upside. If you go in the 4 hour, we see we've made a nice uptrending market, and now we see a pullback to our previous resistance zone, and a pullback to our trend line. Right. So there are two options. If we break this trend line, we are going to do this. We're going to break it, retest this zone probably, and then go to our next zone, which probably would be here. So that's our first option, but probably I think we go bullish again. We go to the upside again, and then which should probably just move back up. Then again, equal moves to the upside. We should probably find our first take profit around $42 per barrel. All right, very easy. Don't overthink it too much. Just go with the flow and make sure to wait on the market execution. All right, do not do not move too fast because you think there's gonna be a move, but it can always be a breakout. Okay. Then next one, we should probably keep a look eye at Euro USD, because Euro USD has been in a nice uptrending market, but now we see a consolidation between these two zones. Right, so we are now closing into the to our trend line, as you can see. So we could probably see a breakout soon around this or this zone. I think personally we could go up more, but that's of course a little bit about DXY and the US dollar. If the US dollar is keeping bullish, or excuse me, keeping bearish, and it's still going down, we are going to see a break of this zone and we're going to see a move to the upside. All right. So what can I expect then is like something like this, a little retracement to this zone, then bam. All right. This could be a nice trade of 60 pips with a 10 pip stop loss. Right. Then the next one, for everyone who doesn't know, US oil and USD CAD are correlated, so they move in the opposite direction, right? So if US oil is going up, USD CAD is going down. This was something I analyzed last week, this sell opportunity, and it worked out perfectly. Now we see that we are at our new resistance zone. That's what we see at our US oil as well. We hit a support zone here and a resistance zone here. So we could probably see a retracement to the upside now and then go back down again. Okay. Then next one is Euro CAD. Euro CAD, we see that we've been in a little downtrend. Now I see here that we have a strong support zone here. I see 1, 2, 3, 4 touches, what means to me that the market doesn't want to be there. Alright, so what do I expect is very simple. If we touch this support line again with this the market here, then we probably should go back to the upside, like to this trend line. I already draw a long position here. As you can see, we can put a very close stop loss of 30-40 pips, but would take profit of 200 pips, which means a risk reward of 1 to 5, 1 to 5.5. Right, very nice trade. Next one, GU. GU, we saw that we are at a new resistance level here. We are now making our third touch of this resistance level. So if we close today at this level, we should probably see a move to the downside of like let's see, we moved to a downside to like possibly even 200 pips, but I think we are going to see more of a uptrending market here. I'm going to delete the slides for a second. So what do I expect like this? Like this. As you can see, we're a little bit uptrendy here, but for example, what could happen is like this. Now if we find resistance here, we could retrace to our trend line and then maybe try to break this zone again, retest the zone, and maybe on the trend line as well. It would be a perfect indication for us to buy. And if I go to the 4 hour, if we break this zone, we could probably move even like this, equal moves. So this could be, if I take my long position here, a trade of again 230 pips with a stop loss of, I suggest 40 something pips. Still 1.5.6 risk reward ratio, so an excellent trade, right? Then I have the GPY pairs. GPY pairs, I'm very bullish actually. Last week and the week before we were bullish as well. We had a large breakthrough to the upside, and now we see a pullback to our additional trend line. If I go to the 1 hour, you see we're to our initial trend line and our previous zone, and we're back bullish to the upside, right? So in my opinion, most of GPY pairs are still bullish and are still going to the upside. Like here, we could probably see a trade like this if you entered here of 130, 140 pips, right? Same for G, J, CJ, and AJ, right? Um, that was no. I have one more pair for you guys, I think, but I forgot. Yeah, Euro AUD, Euro AUD. If you see on the 4 hour, we are almost making a double bottom here. So if we find resistance here at the same wick as we made the 3rd of June, we could probably see a move to the upside back to this zone, which means a trade of at least take profit 1, 300 pips, possibly 4, 500 pips, right? But that's only if we find resistance at this zone. If not, we could break through, and you see in the daily, if not we could break through, we could possibly move to the downside even more to, for example, this level. Let's see if I can see this. To this level, which means if we break this, I would of course want to see a retest to this zone, and if you enter at this zone for a sell, we could also catch 100 pips. Alright, that would be it for this week, guys. Please make sure to copy some of my analysis and really take notes, because note makers are money makers for sure. And I wish you the best of luck in the markets this week. See you guys on Wednesday. Bye bye.